Hello, Davis Divas. Happy New Year. Happy July 2016. So, hello, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday here. Thanks so much for joining me. So, I want to share with you guys our New Year goals. I usually try to kind of wait to really formulate New Year goals till after seminar. Seminar is really late this year, and so we did have our banquet, our national area banquet last weekend. So that really kind of helped me to like gel everything together. And I'm sure I will have more to share with you guys after seminar, but wanted to waste no more time and get together with you guys and share with you our New Year goals, our New Year theme. I always do a theme every year. This past year, it was kind of all along the lines of being a Proverbs 31 woman. And this year, I have a new theme that God put on my heart. And I often have like a verse for the year. This year, I have kind of a phrase for the year. You may have actually even already seen it on the little flyer. But, but yeah, I'm going to share with you guys these prizes, just kind of what we're doing this year. Okay, so ready? And I'm excited because there's a place for everybody. I wanted to make sure that this year, um, as in every year, but really this year especially, to focus on a place that everybody can have a win and everybody can be a part. So I want to first let you know that I'm going to be doing a giveaway for one person in our unit who is watching this video and commenting below on YouTube. So don't box me. You absolutely can box me or text me or email me. But in order to get your name put into the drawing, you got to comment below on YouTube, on the video. So if you're on your iPhone, maybe it's the same if you have like an Android, I don't know. But if you just kind of scroll all the way down to the bottom and you'll see comments. And right there, you can just put like I watched it or whatever. I'm going to ask you a question at the end that you can fill in. But if you want to write something more personal to me, that's fine. But if you want to get your name put into the drawing, you need to comment below. And the due date for that, I'll be checking back the comments throughout, but I'll be checking it back for the drawing Thursday morning, like probably around 9 a.m. Eastern time. So you have, I'm sorry, I should say Friday morning. You have a whole like 24 hours, okay? So Friday morning, I need to change out the flyer. Friday morning, like 9 a.m. Eastern time, like 8 or 9 when I wake up in the morning. So, and I'm going to be giving away to somebody a personalized notebook. I got this off of Etsy, and you can get, I think this is so cute, like for the summer with the watermelons on it, and you can get anything you want put on this. Now, you don't have to even get watermelons. I also have one that's pink with white polka dots that I use as for my Bible study. This is actually my prayer journal. This is my Mary Kay. I go like all out on all my different notebooks and stuff, right? So I have like a plain old spiral notebook. I did have a notebook that was from the same lady that it wasn't monogrammed, but it had like an inspirational saying on it. But these are really nice notebooks. I actually love it. I actually do like stationery and notebooks and stuff. But this one it's real thick, and in the paper in it is extra thick. You can't tell by the picture, but it's like high quality. So I like it. And it's definitely more expensive than like a $1.50 notebook you can get right now back to school time. But it's worth it to me because I like getting it out. It's really sturdy and it's cute. So one person is going to get one of the new drawings. Comment on YouTube is going to get one of those notebooks, and you can choose what kind of notebook you want, and you can choose what you want on the notebook. If you want it to be an inspirational thing, if you want it to be your name, if you want it to be your monogram. My other notebook I got that is pink and white. It says Summer Bible Study on it, and so you can get whatever you want. You could say Mary Kay notebook, whatever you want. But that'll be for one of you, and I'm excited. So just thank you for viewing and being a part, like plugging in, being a part of our unit. Okay, so let's get to our New Year's theme, which I'm really excited about. Our New Year's theme is say yes. That is the theme for the new year. Say yes. And this was something that if you've read my new blog, I hope that you get a chance to read it. It's my blog is another part of kind of my New Year's thing, and it's really all about my faith. So it's not going to be about Mary Kay. It's not going to be about business or like go get your goals. It's not going to be like that. Actually, our national Leah Lachlan has a new blog which is about that, and it's like awesome. So definitely check that out at leahlachlan.com. But my blog is actually all about my faith, and my newest blog post that's on there right now, AllisonDavisBlog.com, is all about what God is really doing in my life, and the title of it is Say Yes, and that's just like the theme to this new seminar year is just say yes to the little things and the big things, but just say yes to what God is putting on your heart. Say yes to what God is putting on my heart. Just take a step in following through on that yes. And the kind of catchphrase that goes with that is, you never know how God can use you until you try. You never know how God can use you until you try. And that just to me is exciting. Because you never know how he's going to use you. And I believe that being a Christian and saying yes to God, it gives you the most adventurous life. He gives you new things. He gives you, it's not like a humdrum, like what am I even doing with my life? Kind of a mentality. When you are saying yes to God and what He's put on your heart, you are constantly, He's giving you new things. You said yes, He'll give you something new. And it's an adventure. You never know what He will do and how He will use you when you just try. And so that definitely correlates. Number one, first and foremost, in our spiritual life, but also definitely it transfers to Mary Kay, because you're part of our unit for a reason. You have your heart has been brought to being a part of our specific unit. God has you here for a reason. And so we want to see, how does God want to use me? And one thing I want to ask you is, what do you want? What do you want from your business this year? What do you want? And I'm not even asking you like in your wildest dreams. I know we do that a lot. We talk about in your wildest dreams. If your confidence was at the level 10, what would you want from Mary Kay? Okay, and that's a great question to ask yourself. But here's the truth: is that not all of us are at a level 10 confidence, or we're not at a place where we're ready to go for our wildest dreams. If you are, say yes to that. If you are ready and God's putting that on your heart, like do it. Go for it. Absolutely. But also think about what do I want that I am willing and able to do? What do I want for my Mary Kay business? How, and here's another question for you. How could Mary Kay help your family? How can it be influential for something specific for your family goals? So do you even have a specific goal for your family that Mary Kay could come alongside it? So just for example, maybe you have some debt that you want to get out from under your family. So you're like, I have $5,000 in debt. And so have you taken that and broken it up? Like if I could pay that off in 2 years, how much per month would I need extra? If I could pay it off in 1 year, if I could pay it off in 18 months, do the math. See what feels right, like what is doable for you. And then use your Mary Kay business to like break that debt down. Another example, maybe you have a family goal that you would love to take your kids on some sort of a vacation. Or I know my husband and I have our 10-year anniversary coming up, and so we're talking about next fall. We actually have our 10-year anniversary coming up this fall, but we're going to be taking a trip next fall. So we're kind of planning it right now, and so we're starting to think about like where do we want to go, how much does that cost, and then okay, we've done, and so now we know like this is how much we need to save per month in order to have this vacation. Like we can have it. You can have it. You want to be out of debt. If you want that vacation, if you want the remodel of your kitchen, if you want to pay off your car and save for a new car, you can have it. But sometimes I think in Mary Kay, we think of like, what's our wildest dream goal? When really, like, that's, maybe we just need to be like, this is something that I can do. You can need both. So like I said, whatever God puts on your heart. But what I'm trying to say is I want to encourage you to really think about practically, what do I want? And what can I say yes to? What can I say yes to doing? And how can God use me to really help my family goals? How can I make a difference? God brought me into this business for so many different reasons. Yes, to be encouraged and to be around, women who are positive, and to have something that brightens up my mood and all those kind of things. Like, obviously, yes, we love and cherish that about our business. It's very unique, and we are thankful for that. We're grateful for it. But we also want something practical out of this business that makes us feel like it's worth it. It's worth it. And so, what do you want? And how can Mary Kay help you and your family goals? And again, do you have a specific goal that could help your family that you could really shoot for this year? And you helping your family and you helping you, it ties right in to helping our unit, right? Because when you help your family, and when you help your family, and when you help your family, and all of us, all like 80 of us, are doing something big or small to hit our own goals, then we make a difference for the entire team. We make a difference for the entire unit. We make an impact. And so that all goes together. But I want you to really think about that. How can Mary Kay help you and your family goals this year? What would be that doable thing for you? So be a part of our unit. But by doing that, you're a part of our unit. And be part of our unit wins in a big or a small way. Say yes to the small things. Say yes to the little things. Say yes to the little nudges on your heart. Say yes to that and see how God helps take you step by step closer to what it is that you want, and to those bigger things. You don't have to have a big goal. You don't have to be important. You don't have to have a big goal for it to be motivating. Some of you have a big goal, okay? So don't get me wrong. Some of you have big goals, and that is what's motivating you. That's what God's calling us to. So yes, do it. But this conference call webinar is not just for the big people in our unit, the big players. It's for all of us. And so you don't have to always have something big for it to motivate you. And it doesn't always have to be big for it to make a difference. Start, if you need to, start small. And again, step by step, you'll get to the big. I actually just started reading this book. You can't actually see the cover, but I'm going to take it off. It's my sister's. So I didn't have the cover on borrowing it. It's called For the Love by Jen Hatmaker. She's a Christian author. She's kind of out there. She's like real like outspoken, blunt, and funny, but like has just a lot of like real good like insights on women. And her book has kind of also inspired me over the years. I did actually a devotional of hers, and that led me also to starting to read her book. But the book is called For the Love, and then the kind of like subtitle is Fighting for Grace in a World of Impossible Standards. Fighting for Grace in a World of Impossible Standards. And that's what I feel like a lot of us, even in Mary Kay, we follow girls on Instagram and on Facebook, and we see these awesome nationals, and we see seminars going to come around and these girls on stage, which again, God may be calling you to go for something like that. And that's awesome, and that's how God is going to give you more influence, for sure. It's great, but most of us, that's not where we're at. And we look at these, what we feel are impossible standards. And what that does is we're looking for that. We're trying to create these goals. We're trying to go for them. We're hustling towards them, and we are feeling guilt and shame because we're not following through on them. And so another one of her subtitles is for this book is this book will help you to break free of guilt and shame by dismantling the unattainable Pinterest life. So you could look at, I give this example from, our own Mary Kay business, but also just in our lives as moms, as um, as decorators of our home, right? With Pinterest, with our children's learning, with, are we using all the organic, natural oils? Like we have all these things and we feel like it's just this unattainable, and all those things are great. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it feels like we are living in this unattainable Pinterest life. And we want to break free from that. And this is not a plug for the book, although the book is great. But the other thing that quote that I heard from this is that Jen Hatmaker is encouraging women, and this is like almost hard for me to say, but I think there's like some real solid goodness in this. Right? Encourages women to live a mostly good life. Isn't that kind of weird to say on American thing? Live a mostly good life. And her point is break free from the guilt and shame of trying to be perfect and then trying to hold other people to being perfect. Instead of giving ourselves grace to grow and others grace to grow, because God gives us grace. He's patient with us. He's compassionate with us. And we are sometimes so hard on ourselves that we are then too hard on other people. And so she encourages us to live a mostly good life, which again brings me to say yes to the small things. What is a specific goal that would help you and motivate you and influence your family this year? What would that be? Um, so live your life. Think about living your life according to what's important to you. What's important to you. Not what you feel like everybody's supposed to feel like be important, but like, and you feel like everyone's telling you to do. But what is important to you? Because no matter what that is, whatever goal you choose that's important to you, it does help our unit. It does create a unit win, because if it's something important to you, you're actually going to go for it. And if you break it down and get specific, you're gonna hit it. You're gonna feel good about it, and you're gonna make those small yeses. You're gonna say yes to small things, which will take you to the bigger things. So, like, what are the small things you might say yes to in Mary Kay? You might say yes to, I'm going to make booking calls or texts 2 days a week during my lunch break, 2 days a week. And I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna make this huge deal about it. Like, I'm just gonna do it. And I'm just gonna do that. Maybe your small yes is I need to start going to my meetings, and I want to have a guest at every meeting. Okay. After my meeting, that's gonna be one of my days. I stay after for a half hour, or I go a half hour early, and I make booking texts. Okay. So those are like the small things. Those are the small yeses. All right. That turn into more confidence. I believe that every one of us has whatever we feel like we're frustrated with in our business. Within us, we all have our own answer to that frustration. So sometimes I will have girls, they want me to give them a magic tool, a magic script, a magic hostess plan that, oh my goodness, it's going to work and going to change everything. Because the list could go on and on. But really, what I think is that we need to be real with ourselves, and we need to think about, okay, almost pretend, like if you have something you're frustrated about, almost pretend that you are coaching like a brand new consultant, or even think of, you even want to like make it more simplified. think about if you're coaching like you're teaching like a 10-year-old, like an 8-year-old. You have so if you have an 8-year-old daughter or that around that age. So pretend you are teaching her how to solve this problem in your Mary Kay business. Like how would you break it down and not do too many steps, not do it too big, but how would you like what would you tell her to do? Because if we really stop and think, oftentimes it's like, you know what, like it's a confidence issue. It's a consistency issue. It's a lack of planning and making an issue. It is a lack of communication with our husband issue. Um, it's not really making Mary Kay a priority issue. It's really like we know. Like if we really kind of stop and think about, like I could figure out how to solve my own problem. Unless it is a brand new consultant and she's like, I'm like my first week of Mary Kay, my first month of Mary Kay, you know. But most of us watching this are not in that case. Like we've had the training, we have everything we need. We have everything we need. We just have to be real with ourselves. So that's what I want to encourage you to do as you are thinking about saying yes to the small things and thinking about how can Mary Kay help me this year and my family goals. All right, so our unit goals. Our unit goals I'm really excited about. My focus is on growth, and at the same time, it's on what, and I'll share more about some personal from my life later, so I don't have too much time. But just to kind of, long story short, my husband and I are praying and starting our adoption process again, which we're really excited about. The thing with adoption, it could take a year, it could take 2 years, you really don't know. Just like I guess some people don't know like how long it's going to take them to get pregnant, right? So really focusing on growth, but also doing everything I need to do to prepare for all the paperwork and the profile books and a new baby, okay? And the adoption process. So our unit goal this year is to grow to the $300,000 unit club. Our next goal up would be the $350,000 unit club. So that's our next goal is to move up to the next level and to have two of you earn your cars and or become directors this year, which would be awesome. Here's a place that you can play. If you're like, I don't really want to be a director. We're looking for 30 star consultants this year. 30 star consultants. I believe we ended this past year around a little under 20. And so we could totally do 30. So being a star consultant this quarter by September 15th would be, am I, is that right? Yeah. Would be a great way to be a part of our unit win, being a star consultant. We're also looking for 10 red jackets. Right now we have 3. And so looking for red jackets. Some of you are really close. So that would be a way that you could definitely be a part of our unit win. Or if you're a new consultant, a red jacket means you have at least 3 active consultant girls on your team. And then, of course, we want to earn our next car. So we right now, just starting here in July, are in our requalification for our Equinox, our Premier Club level. So it's all you as a director, you earn a car over 6 months or 2 quarters, and it's based only on production over a 6-month period. And so July to December is what we need to do. So we need to do around, to re-earn our unit club, to re-earn our Equinox, we need to do 9,000 wholesale per month. That's what it would be. The Cadillac would be 17,000 per month. Okay, so that's another way that you can be a part of our unit win is any order, big or small, any party, big or small, any a career surveys that you do, any new team members who do a little or a lot, like it all like literally makes a difference towards our next car, towards our unit club for the year, towards our star consultant goal, towards becoming having the 10 red jackets, and then of course those of you who have it on your heart say yes to being a on-target car driver, and a new director, this is your year to do it. So all of our prizes are going to be along those lines as well. I'm going to be doing consistency club prizes all year round, which means if you consistently order 2 months in a row, 225 or higher, then you get a prize every 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. So you'll get a prize for that, 225 or higher, and the orders can add up in that month. So you could order, like this month in July, you could do like a $100 order and then a $125 order, and as long as it adds up to 225 in that month, and then in August too, then you'll get a prize. So consistency club all year round. We'll also do prizes or outings for stars. I think we'll probably do outings like that go along with the different conferences that we have. Our next conference is Fall Dance, and that's going to be at the end of October. And then we'll also do prizes for booking, and of course continue doing the new red jackets. Get a pair of stilettos at our next conference, and we also do like unit gifts and affirmation, like the little party. And then also, lastly, and I'll continue also doing every once in a while like the monthly challenges, and then just random challenges here and there like we usually do. When we like need higher sales or we need something, or just something fun to do to get us all kind of motivated and going, I'll do this route. But also Mary Kay is doing this Embrace Your Dreams monthly challenge. And you can get these bracelets. They're bangle bracelets, and there's going to be one every single month for the entire year. And they have a different Mary Kay Ash quote on each one. Like, how cool is that? This month is what you believe you can achieve. So you earn that. Mary Kay will mail it to you when you do $600 or more in wholesale each month. And it also can add up to 600, I believe, from what I read. Okay, so and it says that they're going to have 12. It says one bracelet. One bracelet means that you did the 600 wholesale. If you order, if you get 3 bracelets and order 600 3 months in a row, then you become a star consultant. Okay, so then you get a prize for Mary Kay for that. And then they say if you do it 12 months in a row, obviously you're going to be like well on your way to achieving that metric. So here's 3 ideas to earn July's bracelet, and they have sell 3 time-wise miracle sets and 1 mascara. Okay, so 3 miracle sets and a mascara. That's one way you could do a $600 order. Another way would be 1 time-wise repair and 1 miracle set. Isn't that so simple? Right here. And then lastly, sell 4 microdermabrasion plus sets and 2 of the cellulite gels. Okay, that's another idea. How easy is that? Okay, so if you think about that and you start to focus on, maybe I could do like one of these, and you start to focus and you start to contact those customers or family members, you could do it. Another idea for you. We are doing, I'm super excited about, then I'm done, is we have been talking in the girls who are going to seminars this year, to Amanda Sutton, who will be on stage for King's Court of Sales. By the way, she's the #1 consultant. She's the #1 in sales out of all consultants and directors in our national area. Our very own Amanda Sutton. She's the very first consultant in our national area history to earn the National Court of Sales. Okay, so like, great job, Amanda. We're proud of you. And I also have to say Nicole Dome was #6 in our national area. So well done as well, Nicole. And okay, so Amanda, Lacey, Sarah Jewell, and I were going to seminar. Also Amanda's husband Scott. And we have been talking, and one thing that you can be a part of is we're going to be doing a unit-wide Facebook party. A unit-wide Facebook party where you can have hostesses, and you can have your hostesses invite people, And Amanda, Lacey, and I are actually going to run it. We're going to set up everything you need. We're going to do it while we're at seminar together. Um, Amanda has done, and Lacey have done a lot of these parties. Amanda did a Facebook party on the last day of June, sold over $500. I've heard from other consultants that they said they often have higher sales from their Facebook parties than from the regular parties. Now, not always, but often. And I've also heard people say like they're surprised how people don't necessarily still buy things even though they're not trying it all on. And so the of course advantage to a Facebook party is that you can do it from the comfort of your home. People on the other side of the screen, they can do it from the comfort of their home. And although we're not doing face-to-face parties and facials and things like that, because those are important and those build relationships so much stronger and create a really strong customer and possible team members, this is also a great way for us to utilize our time. And since especially we're all over the United States, we can do this virtually. So next Thursday, it's going to be Thursday, I believe the 28th. I'll get the details out to you later, and Amanda's going to help us with the training on this. And I'll get that info out to you guys later. But we're going to be doing a unit-wide Facebook party. So your next step to that, your next small yes, is to say, yes, I'm going to be a part of this, and start to make a list of who you could Facebook to ask to be one of the hostesses. There's going to be a contest. The hostess with the highest sales is going to get a prize, as well as the consultant who has the highest sales from her hostesses is going to get a prize. Okay, so start thinking about and making a list of who you can invite. And then in the next day or two, we will start rolling out the training and the specific information about that. But it's going to be next Thursday evening. And I mean, we're really excited about it. We would love for you all to be a part of it. And you'll just invite people, and we will run the show. And specifically, Amanda and Lacey will totally use their experience and run the show and get us some awesome results. So how do you guys feel about that? Get your bracelet, be a part of our unit win as we're already working towards our next car. And there's our next year's unit club. It will help you towards being a star consultant and getting another fabulous prize. So say yes. What can you say yes to here this year? So what I would love for you to put below is that you watch this video, and what do you feel like you could say yes to this year? What could be a goal? And I would love for you to also that even if you want to kind of digress a little bit, like box me and tell me what do you feel like could be your goal that would be influential for your family this year? Kind of coming back to that question. But comment below by Friday morning at 9 a.m. and I will do the drawing for the notebook. So, all right, thanks, girls. Thanks for tuning in. Have an awesome day. Bye, girls.